like we mentioned earlier, leading the defense, and then have a sense of urgency right from the beginning to go for it.
There is Grace Talpash, who is a transfer from the University of San Francisco. She will have the first serve, the starting setter for the Sooners tonight. Set to go, Texas has won 12 straight over Oklahoma in this Red River rivalry of volleyball. Opening set. Holly Phillips gets the first try for Texas. Oklahoma really needs to get Sarah Sanders going. She's blocked there. To the middle, and Butler striking first for the Longhorns.
And again, right there with the Longhorns, getting Butler involved right from the beginning. And unfortunately, Sarah Sanders on that second contact just couldn't get in transition, get her approach to get another swing at it.
So the serve goes to Morgan O'Brien. What a difference maker she was last night. Played on a Final Four team at Illinois and is in grad school at Texas. What a pickup. And Jared Elliott said, we got really lucky. Found out that she was in graduate school at Texas and contacted her. And here she is, a big part. And what a difference maker she is on that back defensive line. A service error on her part, though, there. 2-1 Texas. And Sarah Maris will serve for Oklahoma. Did not see her last night. So the first time she has been in the lineup for Lindsey Gray-Walton this season. Tremendous dig right there from Talpash. Dioff trying to strike down the line. And that hit the pin. The antenna goes out of bounds. 3-1 Longhorns.
And Lindsey Gray-Walton is really excited about Sarah Maris and was telling us this week that she's been elevating her game in the gym, and I know she's a hard worker. So look for her to getting some sets tonight and some kills for the Sooners.
Longhorn serve goes back to Sydney Peterson, junior. There's Keaton Kinley with the dig. Dioff skims the Texas block. Gabriel Sep. O'Neal is blocked, but it's out of bounds. Point Texas, and it's 4-1 Longhorns.
Dioff in the right position there, just a little off balance, wanting to press her hands into the middle of the court, but just a great slide approach by O'Neal for the Longhorns.
3-point advantage for Texas. That one tipped off the attempt by Butler, and Texas strikes again.
Back-to-back slide attack for O'Neal, going off the left foot.
Asia O'Neal gives Texas a 5-1 lead. All three sets last night were very close until about midway through. Nobody had a sizable lead such as this in the early going. Sanders off the block, and it's down. Texas takes a 6-1 lead.
The Sooners think it's their ball, but all right.
It is their ball, I believe. Yeah,
so she did sneak it in.
I thought that trickled over on the Texas side. So 5-2, and Keaton Kinley serves. Longhorn set comes to Eggleston, and she hits it off the Oklahoma block and down.
And if the Sooners can serve aggressive, that gives more time for the block to set up in a good double block. There was a big hole for the Sooners right there for Eggleston to be successful right through the block.
Really, the only Achilles heel for Texas last night was the service game. They had 13 errors to 4 aces. And an error from Eggleston to start this. Jared Elliott just handles it so calmly. He wants his team to be aggressive with the serve because they can be deadly when they're in rhythm.
Absolutely. And with that, you know, and I'm sure he's given them kind of the green light to be aggressive, to just go for it.
Olivia Curtis serving for Oklahoma. That was a great set. Phillips tips it over the block, and Asia Hardy's there. Dioff is blocked. O'Neal leading the Texas charge.
Great job by O'Neal setting up that block right there. But this is a great dig by Asia Hardy. Get that pancake in there, and this block set up right there. Gabriel comes into the court. That's a tough set for Dioff.
O'Neal to serve. Set comes wide, a little offset to Carrington. Now Dioff rolls it over the Texas block. Butler swipes that one right down the middle, and it's 8-3 Longhorns in the opening set.
Got a touch right there off the block.
Texas sprinting away early in this opening set. Another serve for Asia O'Neal, the redshirt sophomore from Southlake Carroll High School. Told you her story, an amazing story of recovery from 2 heart surgeries to be out on the court with her teammates tonight. We'll chronicle that a little later in the broadcast as well. Another one for Dioff, right into the Texas block. She tried to punch it high, but it is going to be tough to hit through Butler.
Absolutely, and this is where I'd like to see Kelsey Carrington in that M1 position for Talpash to get her involved. That puts some pressure off Dioff on the outside, because right now it's becoming predictable, and so the Longhorns can just set up a double block on Dioff.
Another solid serve from O'Neal. Dioff off the tape, out of bounds, off a Longhorn, and the Sooners get a much-needed side out.
But you can tell Dioff, she just has that persona, right? I don't care if I have a double block, and I don't care if it's Texas. Send me the ball. I want to put it away and be aggressive. And I know Lindsey Gray-Walton's excited about that.
What will be the learning process for this freshman? She's played so much international with the French under-19 national team. So what does she start to pick up on after a couple of matches?
Yeah, I think it's just seeing what teams are like here. You know, it's hard to, and especially if there's no scouting, it's hard for her to know what to expect. And now she's knowing, okay, oh, this is the Big 12. This is what it's like. And look forward to her really stepping up her game.
That one a little bit of a low set, and it hits the antenna on the swipe by Kelsey Carrington. 10-4 Longhorns. It's been so difficult for Oklahoma through 2 nights. You get a look at the replay there and the touch, but to string together back-to-back points against Texas. Their side-out percentage last night was 74%. You just didn't get many back-to-back chances.
Exactly.
Set for Maris. She tips over the block. Longhorns adjust. Fields off the Sooner block. That landed out of bounds, but Oklahoma touched it, and it's 11-4 Longhorns. Looks like Lindsey Gray-Walton's going to take an Oklahoma timeout. Texas with a 7-point timeout.
Yeah, Texas is on fire right now. Like you said, everyone's on right at the moment.
Jenna Gabriel's serve. Carrington is blocked. Butler right in the middle of that for the Longhorns again.
A great adjustment right there. Carrington and Talpash haven't been connecting on that slide yet in this rotation. And she really kind of put the ball up a little bit higher, giving Carrington enough time to get over there.
Jenna Gabriel had 37 assists last night. He was excellent for Texas. Junior from Honolulu. Dioff soaring into the Texas block and down on the Longhorn side this time.
And that's what makes Dioff such a challenge, right? And such a great player. She plays all the way around, and so she offensively can be a threat on the back row as well.
Kelsey Carrington serves for Oklahoma. Played on the back by Eggleston. Soaring as Fields hits off the Sooner block and down. Texas sides out.
Fields doing a great job for the Longhorns. Successful last night as well. And hitting down the line tonight over Talpash.
Skylar Fields, last year's Big 12 Freshman of the Year. First team All-Conference and a freshman All-American. Missouri City, Texas native. 13-5 Longhorns. We see the jump serve for Nalani Yosia. Dioff hits the Texas block. What a great save back there, though, by Gabriel. And down the line goes Logan Eggleston again.
What a great dig by Gabriel. You called it, Chad. Extending her defense. And that's what fires up a team right there. When you have a great dig like that.
Huge serve by Yosia. That was a great dig. And the Texas block lands on the Sooner side. There once again, Butler combining with Molly Phillips. It's all Longhorns. They have a 10-point lead in the opening set. Sooners have taken timeout.
And look at this serve by Yosia. The first one, she took a little off on that first serve, but then the second one, when she got into rhythm, she just really went for it and ripped it.
You get the change up, then you get the fastball.
Well, and I appreciate that. I think that's something that she didn't do last night. You know, she went from the very beginning on the first serve last night and just went for it. This time, okay, let me get into a rhythm. Then you keep adding the power as you become more comfortable.
Jared Elliott says Nolani Yosia is a special player, controls the ball very well. Under Armour All-American coming out of high school. She converted from being a setter to a libero in club ball out in Torrance, California. And that jump serve is ultra deadly.
Yeah, and just another part of the defense that he's loving in the gym right now. And we can see why. They are very solid. I've seen Texas for many years, and I would say this is a great defensive Texas team.
He said they have a chance to be the best defensive team that he has had in 20 years at Texas. And when they get fully healthy, get Madison Williams back, we'll see what the spring schedule is like. But the NCAA moving volleyball to a spring championship format, he really feels like they can have one of the best teams they've ever had at Texas when fully healthy and loaded. And they're without a pair of foreign players as well, a Mexican player and an Italian who, because of COVID, could not get into play.
Yeah, and we're really seeing that tonight. I mean, he told us that, and now we're seeing it for ourselves.
Seeing is believing.
Absolutely.
Yosia, a rocket that's out this time. I don't know, that went so fast, I didn't see where it landed.
Yeah, that's an aggressive serve. That's an aggressive miss serve right there. And that's, Coach Elliott's not going to have a problem with that. She went for it, and it just went outside of the baseline. She struggled last night with the miss serve out of timeouts. She missed a couple out of timeouts, but really liked that approach this time.
Talpash serves. See you there to dig it out. Eggleston is blocked. It's Abby Butler for Oklahoma.
This is what the Sooners need to do to be successful tonight. An aggressive serve by Talpash puts them out of system. Has to put that high set to Eggleston. Look, you've got Butler and Sanders over there ready for her. They know she's going to get the ball. They can set up a double block. Great job.
Try to go cross court. Phillips block. Dioff saves the day for the Sooners, but they cannot rally it back across.
And the Sooners, right, they have to convert on those kind of balls. Those are hustle plays by Kinley, by Dioff. Someone needs to step up and send that ball over.
Morgan O'Brien in for Texas. Was a libero on Illinois' Final Four team. She is getting her Master's of Health Behaviors and Health Education. Got her bachelor's degree in 3 years. I took 5.
Yeah, that's really impressive. 3 years being a student athlete.
Dioff plays that one across for Oklahoma. O'Neal just looking down over the top of the net almost.
Yeah, we have to give credit to Gabriel. You notice when she goes to set, just watch her eyes. She kind of does a little check with the Sooner defense to see where the blockers are, and then she makes the decision on who to set.
Kinley saves that one off the top of the tape. That one hit cross court and wide by Maris. And the Longhorns closing in on the opening set here in Norman.
Sooners need to settle down, take a deep breath right here.
Morgan O'Brien serving again. Talpash sets. Sanders bumps it across. Texas in system. Huge block there by Sanders.
Sanders on the outside. Typically she comes over to the right side, but in this rotation she stays one rotation on the outside. Huge block out there.
Sarah Maris serving for Oklahoma. Eggleston tips it through the arms, out of bounds. And it was not touched.
Little change-up play for Eggleston, right? Just, yeah, and good eyes by Talpash. You see right there, she read it. She was ready for it.
The Sooners can't take advantage of it. As Maris's serve is long, and it goes back to the Longhorns, leading 19-9. Sydney Peterson returns to serve for Texas. That's long. The Texas service error. That is their fourth. And Keaton Kinley serves for the Sooners. Set wide for O'Neal, and cross court out of bounds.
And for the Sooners, just keep plugging away. Serve aggressively. Get them as much out of system as you can.
And Kinley hits this one way long. 20-11, and the Longhorns will get the serve back to Eggleston. Eggleston has really worked on controlling the ball and becoming a 6-rotation player. How difficult is it to make that jump?
Well, she's been doing it, to be honest. She's been doing it for the past 2 seasons, but I think she's putting it as more of a concerted effort to be better in that position. She's got the front row, feels comfortable about that. Now really want to focus on elevating her game in the back row.
Diop with a big cross-court kill.
The monster cross-court kill for her. Look for her to continue doing that all night long.
Diop has 3 kills tonight, 7 targets. Here's Olivia Curtis serving. Fields, and that's long. Missed time just a little bit.
Well, it looks like it got a touch off someone.
Sooners did touch it, so Toto was not.
Good challenge for the Sooners.
You get 3 per match. Fields, I beg your pardon, with a huge answer.
And there's that connection that she was looking for on that previous hit. I like that Gabriel went back to her, right? She made an error. Gabriel instills confidence in her hitter, saying, hey, I'm going to get you again, make it better. And she connects.
21-13 Longhorns. What a great set. Diop with the kill.
And you called it, Chad. That is a really good set. Out of system. Talpash just launches it, puts it as high as she can. But she did that, and it was in a perfect location for Diop.
So now Diop back to serve. 21-14 Longhorns. Fields tips over the Sooner block. Olivia Curtis saved it. Maris strikes, and a wonderful dig on the other side by Peterson. Gabriel the set. That one deflected out of bounds, and Fields registers another.
Fields successful tonight so far on the outside. Driving that ball down the line, using Talpash. You can see right here. Fields just uses off Talpash's hands. Ricochets. And then another look at it right here. Another deflection. Out of bounds.
4 kills for Fields to lead the Longhorns. Fields again. Tips over the block. Beautiful finesse there.
And that's so smart by Fields. Talpash being a little bit on the shorter side for a blocker on the front row. Curtis has to stay back to dig the ball. So then she brings in that tip, and Curtis is all the way back expecting a hit, and it's tough to defend.
Talpash's set comes for Diop. Rifles that one off the line judge back there. That won't earn you any points. And Texas has a set point. In fact, they will have 9 of them. Longhorns trying to go up 1-0. Jenna Gabriel. Towel pass this time for Carrington. Carrington punches that one high. This is Maris. And there's Fields digging it out for Texas. Back to Fields. Over the block. Sooners able to save it. Curtis did it. Here's Fields. And Texas has taken the opening set in convincing fashion. 25-14. Skylar Fields leading the charge tonight. 6 kills, including the final one of set number 1. 25-14 in the opening set. Texas leads it 1-0 in Norman. Delani Yosia will have the opening serve in set 2 for Texas. Oklahoma right back to Dioff. Blocked Butler. Butler slams that one off a Sooner out of bounds.
Butler doing her job as a middle, staying at the net, paying attention to any balls coming over, being an aggressive blocker, waiting for any overpasses.
Breon Butler, 2-time first team All Big 12 as Yosia serves into the net. 5 Texas serving errors. Opening set, Texas hit .333. Oklahoma negative hitting percentage in set 1. Talpash trying to set Carrington, and somehow the Sooners make it work.
Credit to Talpash on that play. The pass was a little too tight to the net for her liking. Had to set it with the one hand. But credit also to Kinley right here on the serve. Getting Texas out of offense. They had to free ball it over. Sooners took advantage of that.
Eggleston tried to poke it through the Sooner block, but Sanders was there, and the Sooners take the point.
And again, this is what the Sooners need to do every single time that they go back to the service line. Serve aggressive, become predictable. You can see right there, they've set up a double block on Eggleston. They know that the ball's going to her because of that serve.
There's a huge answer from Molly Phillips. She had 9 kills and 5 blocks last night, almost under the radar. A very good night for her.
And just a really solid player, exactly. But she really contributed last night, and look for her to get more balls. And that's what makes Texas so successful, is that they just served, OU served Eggleston, took her out of the ability to hit, and Gabriel has Phillips that she can go to.
Yeah, you defend Eggleston, and Fields hits you for 6 kills in a set. Or they can set the middle, or they can swing it out to Molly Phillips. 4-2. Longhorns are challenging this. Nope. Or are they? It is a little difficult to communicate down there. Everybody's wearing a mask.
Including us.
Including us. Another rocket from Molly Phillips. And here we go. You know, just as you start to focus on Eggleston, Texas goes somewhere else.
And we got to give the credit to Gabriel, quarterback for the team. She's so smart. She realizes, and she instills confidence. She gave Phillips that ball, gives her another one. Really spreads the offense. She did a great job of that last night, doing it again so far tonight.
Dioff, side out for the Sooners. That is her 5th kill of the night.
Huge kill right there for the Sooners. It's been, you know, spreading the lead.
Dioff back to serve after getting the serve back for the Sooners. Eggleston drops that one down the line.
And it looks like for the Sooners that Carrington was late getting up on the block, and it looks like possibly Talpash stepped on her foot on the way over.
And we keep an eye on that left foot of Kelsey Carrington. Eggleston. That's long. 6 Texas service errors.
And this is when maybe that in this situation, maybe that you take some off and get that ball in since you're down by 2 for the Longhorns. Make Oklahoma play.
Sooners get a piece of that attempt from Fields. Tee-off, hit the tape. O'Brien digs it out. Eggleston got blocked. Fields again, and this time lands it. 6-5.
Huge play for the Longhorns. Continuing to be aggressive at the net.
7 kills for Skylar Fields. The dunk by Talpash is good.
Heads up play right there for Talpash. Recognizing the libero's off the court. Setter dump, sends it over with 2 hands, right in the middle. No libero on the court. O'Brien's on the bench.
And Talpash will get the serve. 7-5 Oklahoma. Butler through the Sooner block in the middle.
And I really like that play for the Longhorns. Gabriel's at the 10-foot line, forcing the middle. Butler's up, ready to go with her approach. Gabriel finding her.
Talpash sets Sanders, and off the Longhorns, out of bounds.
There's that high, hard hit that we know from Sarah Sanders. High off hands, driving that ball out of bounds, using the Longhorn block.
Sarah Maris serves it for Oklahoma. Phillips is dug out. Sanders, and we've got a whistle. Point Texas. What did we have called there, Kelly?
I think the call was DF into the net, I believe, on the block. And that's what they're discussing right now. Let's see right here. We could see that again. It might have been her. It might have been her knee. It's hard to see in this view, but you can see how high up she gets on the block. That's for sure. Wow.
So let me get this straight. You're telling me her knee hit the net?
The net is moving, for sure. We see the net move, but what part of her body hit it? Didn't look like her arms or her upper body hit the net at all. But you can see how high that she can get on her block.
We have some people that can elevate.
Absolutely. Here, maybe this.
Boy, I still don't see it.
I don't see it either. Interesting.
Sanders tips it over the Texas block. Eggleston got a piece of it, but it lands on the Longhorn side.
Great pass by Asia Hardy. Good change-up play for Sarah Sanders with the tip.
That's 13 straight side outs. Neither team can put together a service run. Big Sooner block. It is Carrington and Diop, the freshman.
The freshman package out there. Huge block for the Sooners. But again, Kenley being aggressive on the service line for the Sooners.
10-7 Oklahoma. Eggleston. And there comes Asia Hardy. Diop. That hits the Texas block. And Eggleston will just play this one over. Kind of surprised Talpash as Eggleston rolled it right at her.
Yeah, and those are the balls that the Sooners need to convert on, right? It's not a hard hit by Eggleston by any means, and it came right to her. But you're right, it just did surprise her. She wasn't expecting to come down the line.
10-8 Sooners. O'Brien serves. Sanders blocked. O'Neal and Eggleston. Diop this time. And there's Eggleston. Set for Eggleston. And she's blocked. Phillips got blocked. Good rally here. Carrington ends it, but it's wide.
And Talpash, you can see right there, trying to get Carrington involved in the middle, get her going. And unfortunately for the Sooners, just out of bounds.
Sanders. What a great dig by Jenna Gabriel. Eggleston works it cross court. Here's Sanders again. Right at Gabriel. Point Sooners. O'Neal in the net that time.
Looks like it. See right here on the play. It's hard to see there, but great swings by Sarah Sanders.
Eggleston, a rocket shot.
And that's what Texas does in system. When they get a perfect pass, it's hard to defend. It's hard to defend that.
And this is a consistent theme with the Longhorns. We saw it last night. When things get close, when things get tight, they feed Eggleston.
She's their go-to player.
Dioff dug out by O'Brien. That was wonderful. There's Eggleston again, 2 in a row.
And that's what O'Brien brings to the Longhorns, that experience. Playing in the Big Ten, you don't get an easy night off at all, just kind of like the Big 12. But look at that. She's like, okay, an outside hitter, come on. She made it look easy.
11 apiece in set 2. Longhorns won the first set 25-14. Little miscommunication who that set was for, Carrington or Dioff.
Yeah, and these are the unforced errors that the Sooners really want to minimize to be successful.
Longhorns lead 12-11 now. Talpash for Dioff. Eggleston, another. Blasting away is the All-American Logan Eggleston.
Gabriel feeding her the ball. Go-to player.
Eggleston, 7 kills to tie Skylar Fields. 13-11 Longhorns. They've won 4 straight points. And the dump by Talpash.
Excellent job by Talpash. Recognizing, overpass, checking out the defenders for the Longhorns and just sending it over.
Dioff will serve for Oklahoma. Gabriel chased that one down. She actually got a good set for Eggleston. Maris for Oklahoma.
And Sooners taking advantage of that aggressive serve. Putting the Longhorns out of system. Get the ball back over. And then Maris down the line. That back right corner.
Dioff again. Off the tape and down, an ace.
And this is what the Sooners need to keep doing. Just keep serving aggressive. Take the Longhorns out of their, make them out of system.
3 straight points for the Sooners as they wipe up some moisture out on the floor.
Sooners doing a good job in the second set, making the adjustments, serving aggressive, getting the middles involved.
O'Brien overpassed that one a little bit. This for Eggleston. And the big answer from Sarah Maris.
Calling for a touch off the block.
Point Texas is the call for now. No touch. Let's look again. Sooners will challenge 14 Longhorns. We hit a stoppage midway through set number 2. It's a Sunshine State rivalry for tomorrow's Saturday night football matchup. De'Aaron King and the number 12 Hurricanes host Florida State at Hard Rock Stadium. The Canes have won the last 3 against the Noles after losing 7 straight dating back to 2010. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on ABC and the ESPN app. Saturday Night Football is presented by Capital One. And the best of 5 WNBA semifinals roll on Sunday. Top-seeded Aces take on the Sun in Game 4 of their series at 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on ESPN, with Connecticut leading 2-1. Then it's over to ABC for Game 3 between the Lynx and Storm. Seattle is up 2-0 in that series. Both games are also streaming live on the ESPN app. Texas so difficult to deal with. Oklahoma is playing at a very high level in this second set, and yet you look up and the Longhorns lead 15-14.
But the Sooners are really putting also what they're doing well is they're playing a lot better defense. We've got Olivia Curtis right now leading the Sooners with 5 digs, and she really has been a huge part of that. Serve, receive, and in defense, keeping the Sooners in play against the Longhorns. And then Kinley's got 4 digs, which we would expect from her as well, leading the Sooners.
Eggleston serves again for Texas. And an error. Well, we have seen that back-to-back nights. And you see it quite often. After a timeout, it ices the server.
Yeah, and that's the, really, you've got to get that serve in to get the rhythm. Allow your team to get the ball.
O'Brien digs that one out. Fields leaping high, but dug out by Dioff. Fields again. Off Dioff and out of bounds this time.
Gabriel going right back to Fields, back-to-back, giving her another opportunity.
Can you tell Skylar Fields touches close to 11 feet when she jumps?
She flies.
Overpassed.
For going after that ball. She drew that foul for the Longhorns. Going up to set, you cannot block a set.
Breon Butler said, "Did I really touch the net? It wasn't me, was it?" And Talpash serves for Oklahoma. Butler. I mean, that's almost automatic when they feed her in the middle.
I'm going to shout out to Sydney Peterson on that pass. She made that possible. Perfect pass. Allows Butler to be involved, allows all the other hitters to be involved. Gives Gabriel those 2 options.
Kinley decided to play that serve. Sanders is blocked, and there's O'Neal now. I beg your pardon, that's Breon Butler, who is really taking control of this set.
Butler and Phillips over there. Phillips, great job of setting up that block, and that's a huge integral part of blocking is seeing the hitter, seeing the approach, and getting the right placement for the middle to come and connect to put up a double block.
Eggleston plays it on the back row. Fields tips into the Sooner block. And there once again is O'Brien. Just enough. Fields got blocked.
Sooner block right there. All of them, all 3 of them doing a good job. Butler getting involved. And I like that Talpash is going after that. I think that's a cleanup by O'Brien. I know that the Sooners were saying that it was down, but I really think that that was a good up by her.
Huge block again. Breon Butler.
And as a middle blocker, it's your responsibility. You've got to take care of all of the hitters. And Butler doing a good job, being patient, waiting to see where the set's going, and making the necessary adjustments. As the middle, it's your job to be a part of every block. So really being patient and watching the setter. knowing where your hitters are.
Nalana Yosia. Sanders goes cross court and in.
Sarah Sanders finding the court. Huge kill for the Sooners.
Keaton Kinley serves it. That one off the Sooner block, but down from Molly Phillips. Her 6th kill of the night.
Successful out there. And she's like a quiet killer. She's super effective on that right side.
O'Brien serves to Asia Hardy. Dioff. And that is in.
That's that international experience, or I would say a veteran play. Tell her she's been in those situations before, and she just places it down the line. Not a lot of power on that, but doesn't matter. She places it. A kill is a kill.
Olivia Curtis's serve into the net. Sooners can't get that service run here. Texas has had a couple. They lead 21-19. Sydney Peterson will serve. Dioff blocked. This time it's O'Neal.
They were expecting it. They were ready for it. Gabriel sets up that block, allowing O'Neal to be in the right place to block Dioff.
And the Sooners take a timeout. 22-19 Texas trying to go up 2 sets to none. They won in 3 sets last night. Good conversations with
Logan Eggleston finding that deep court, swinging high and deep.
She had 17 kills last night. Her 8th tonight. This time it is Carrington.
And that was a great play for the Sooners. Sooners really struggling in this rotation when the setter's on the front row. But Talpash connecting with Carrington on that slide. Really the first time tonight that they've been successful in that slide, which is huge. That allows blocks to open up for Dioff, giving her a one-on-one opportunity on the outside.
O'Neal gives Texas a set point.
Beautiful swing by O'Neal cross court. And looked like the Sooners were a little tonight.
First of potentially 3 set points for the Longhorns. And Logan Eggleston. See where the Sooners go. Dioff taps it over the block. O'Brien soars in to save it. And it's O'Neal finishing it. That was vintage Texas, what we've seen for 2 nights. Morgan O'Brien flies in to save it. Fieldhouse in Norman.
Opportunity for Talpash right here. Serve aggressive right from the start. Make Texas become predictable on where they're going to go offensively. Set up a double block for the Sooners.
First try goes to Molly Phillips, and it's out of bounds off the Sooner block.
Phillips is continuing to be successful over there on the right side. Gabriel dishing her the ball.
Molly Phillips started every match as a true freshman a year ago. Sooners miscommunicate a little bit on the set. Dioff plays it across, and O'Neal strikes in the middle. 2-0 Texas, off to a fast start.
Gabriel getting the middles involved right from the beginning. Again, you can see her glance over at the Sooner defense. She's checking out to see where the middle blocker's going. Then she can deliver the ball to O'Neal.
Oklahoma looking for an answer. O'Brien back to dig that one out. There's Dioff punching it out of bounds. Point Texas. 3-0 is the quick Texas lead. College football is back. Stream exclusive live games this season, plus women's soccer, volleyball, and more from the Big 12. Stream anytime, anywhere on up to 3 devices at once, all season long on ESPN+. Sign up today. O'Neal tipped that one, got things out of system. It goes out of bounds, and the Sooners get a much-needed side out.
And that's the second dump tonight by Talpash, sending it over with 2 hands right into the middle of the court. She was successful in the second set by doing that. Just snuck in another one.
Sarah Maris serving for Oklahoma. Sooners block that one, but it's out of bounds, and Molly Phillips strikes again, her 8th kill.
And the Sooners haven't been able to make that adjustment on Phillips. I'd like to see that sets a little on the inside. Make that adjustment. Dioff coming into the middle of the court.
Sydney Peterson to serve it. Sanders cross court off the Texas block.
The Sooners need Sarah Sanders to get going right now in this third set. Great cross-court shot for her. Great set by Talpash. Miscommunication between Gabriel and Peterson.
Eggleston answers right back.
It looked like Sanders drifted a little bit to the right, created that opening for Eggleston to be successful.
Skylar Fields returns up front for Texas as Eggleston serves. And a service error. That is 8 errors and no aces for Texas. Last night, 13 errors, but 4 aces.
Yeah, and really haven't seen the Longhorns get into a rhythm with their serve both nights, tonight and last night.
Olivia Curtis offers up the serve. Eggleston had to reach back to swing at that one. Dioff. Longhorns somehow get that one across. Talpash comes to dump it home.
Great job by the Sooners. Little change up. You can see they sent Dioff to the right side of the court to block, set up a block against Fields. Talpash is on the left side of the court. She ran in there to get that ball. Look for them to make that adjustment right here. Dioff stays on the right side. Talpash is going to the left.
Huge swing from O'Neal on the outside.
But super smart. Gabriel could recognize that Dioff is blocking on the right side of the court. She sends O'Neal behind for a slide. Wide open, no block.
Seven kills for Asia O'Neal. She will serve. That is 9 service errors.
And I know Coach Elliott's got to be frustrated with that.
Yue Dioff to serve for Oklahoma. The set comes for Eggleston, blocked in the middle by the freshman Carrington. This one comes for Maris. Point Longhorns, though.
And that's such a tough ball for Maris. Sets inside, tight to the net. And then you've got Butler and Fields out there. It's going to be hard to get that through them. Great block set up by Fields. Puts Butler right in the right place.
Jenna Gabriel serves. Talpash sets Maris. And a quick set. And Butler hammers that one home.
Gabriel's so smart. She recognizes, gets Butler going, middle's going first.
Jenna Gabriel had 37 assists last night. She's working toward that same total here this evening. Down the line, but wide from Carrington. 9-5 Longhorns.
And this is the rotation that the Sooners struggle in. 2-hitter rotation. to get a side out right here. Look for Diaz getting involved in the back row.
Talpash sets. Carrington down the line in this time.
I like that. I like that. Talpash goes back to her. Gives her another opportunity to get a kill.
So Carrington gets the side out, and she'll get the serve for the Sooners. The 6'3" freshman from Mount Pleasant, Wisconsin. So unbelievable that these players can come in and compete at such a high level. But as Lindsey Gray-Walton was telling us, they play at such a high level in club volleyball that this is nothing. And sometimes you almost have to remind yourself that these are just freshmen.
Absolutely. Club ball every weekend. They go to big tournaments, three-day tournaments, playing high caliber volleyball day in and day out.
And the parents traveling every mile along the way with them.
100%.
Nalani Yosia, the big jump serve. Dioff striking. Longhorns touch that one though. And Butler again.
Butler's been so successful tonight. 8 kills, 0 errors. Hitting .889.
She's almost automatic. There's that huge rocket of a serve and a nice dig by Maris. Dioff in.
Using Dioff in the back row. When Talpash is on the front row to get out of those rotations, get a side out. Dioff coming out huge, that left deep corner shot.
11-7 Longhorns. Talpash serves it for Oklahoma. Huge Sooner block again.
That was a huge block by Sarah Maris for the Sooners.
Oklahoma has
Connecting.
Tyler Alcorn in for the first time.
Look right here, swing block. That's textbook right there. She presses to the center of the court with her hands.
Talpash with another serve. Mishandled on the back row, and it's 11-9.
Good aggressive serving by Talpash. That's what they need to continue to do. Make the Longhorns predictable.
Back-to-back points on the serve of Talpash. And they feed Butler in the middle again. Side out Texas.
Butler's continue to be successful. Wide open, change up with the tip. Makes the Sooner defense guessing what's going to happen next.
O'Brien serves it. Talpash a good set. There's O'Brien again. O'Neal swings at that one. Dioff, that hit the tape and it lands.
Dioff coming up huge in the back row for the Sooners. Rattled 2 kills back there while she was in the back row. Little change-up shot there. You can see O'Neal just kind of misjudged it. Sooners need setters on the back row. 3-hitter rotation. Need to really go for it and score points here.
Keaton Kinley there to dig that one out. Longhorns block it, but it's down on the Texas side. Point Oklahoma. 9 kills for Dioff.
And just keep rolling here. Keep pushing. Great up by Keaton Kinley down the line.
Teammates tonight.
Really is phenomenal story.
Point Oklahoma. Sooners are really feeding Dioff here in this third set. There's some of the hospital footage. Asia O'Neal had her first open heart surgery in 2013. And then in January on her mitral valve in her heart. Cleared, as we said, in April, on April 7th. Number 7, very special to the O'Neal family. It was Jermaine's number in the NBA. It is Asia's number now, and April 7th, the date on which she was cleared to return to action.
And there was times where she wasn't sure she was ever going to play volleyball again. And so to keep fighting, keep believing, having faith, and to see her out here on the court is just a thrill.
14-13 Sooners now. Eggleston tips over that block. The set for Diop. Here is O'Neal. Sooners are there. That one overpassed. They set Eggleston again. Talpas saves it. Now Diop. A rocket shot. It was touched. Point Sooners.
Great defense by OU, by the Sooners, keeping that ball up, waiting for their moment to strike. And then Diop right here just going hard down the line. Great shot.
11 kills for the Sooner freshman. She leads everybody. Eggleston trying to answer Keaton Kenley there. Sanders now cross court. Eggleston blocked.
And again, Kenley coming up huge with that serve. Starts out that whole play with an aggressive serve. Puts the Longhorns back on their heels. They become predictable. They're able to defend.
Sooners have won 6 of the last 7 points. Jarrett Elliott and the Longhorns take a timeout. 16-13 Oklahoma. A Sunshine State rivalry is tomorrow's Saturday night football matchup. De'Ara King and the number 12.
Hitting 600. Those are big numbers for a middle.
Eggleston to serve. 16-14 Oklahoma. Talpas sets Diop. Tips over the block and down.
Again, this is a freshman that we're talking about in Diop. But that's such a veteran move right there. Good changeup. You can see Fields was back on her heels on defense.
Olivia Curtis serving for Oklahoma. Overpassed into the net. And 18-14 Sooners now.
Olivia Curtis last night and tonight, successful on the service line, being aggressive, coming up with some big digs.
Phillips is blocked. Now Fields tips over the Sooner block. Diop from the other side hits wide. 18-15.
And you can see the power behind that ball. She can really rip it.
O'Neal back to serve it. And the service error gives it right back to Oklahoma. That is 10 Texas service errors. Give away 10 points in a match.
And that's tough for the Longhorns, especially in the 3 rotations that Talpas is on the front row. The Sooners struggle a little bit, and those are the rotations that they're in right now. And so when that's in the situation, you want to take advantage of that. But you got to get your serves in.
Diop off the tape. Set comes for Fields. Played across by Olivia Curtis. Eggleston off the Sooner block and out of bounds.
Eggleston coming around on the right side of the court. Give a different look, open it up. She can get around the middle hitter, the middle blocker for the Sooners.
Double-digit kills now for Logan Eggleston. Sooners challenging that.
Challenging that it's an illegal back row attack that Eggleston, I am assuming, that she stepped on the 10-foot line. So on a back row.
It would get an additional challenge. Over the block, a pancake, beautifully done by Gabriel, and it leads to another one for the Longhorns.
So we might be able to get another look here and see. Challenging that there's a touch off the hit.
It's Talpash up there for the Sooners. You could see Skylar Fields immediately saying it was touched.
But if we could see that again, I'm interested to see if the ball is actually in the court. I don't know if we're going to see here. It doesn't look like there's a touch. But if we can see that view, the first one that we ran, we could see that again. Be interested to see if that ball is actually in. Whew. That is close.
That ball's got a piece of the line.
I think so too. So we could see potential of the call being overturned.
Touch or no touch, that ball looks in.
I agree.
Now remember, down at the monitor, they do not have the exact same angles that we have access to on television.
Great point. We don't know what she's looking at. But like we talked about earlier, amazing job by the referees having to make those calls. And I really think ever since that the NCAA has instituted the challenge rule, that this is really streamlined for the most part. I really think that it's coming a lot faster.
Call has been overturned. The ball is in, and it's 19-17.
Great challenge by the Longhorn coach, Jarrett Elliott.
Texas has one more challenge available. Talpash sets DF. There's Fields for the Longhorns. That one is out.
Oh, it looks like she got a touch on the way out.
So it was touched by Sooner. Let's look again.
By Carrington, it looks like.
And the Sooners are out of challenges. 19-18.
And the up referee, no doubt, she's the one that made that call. She was right in front of her.
Carrington is blocked. Here's Maris. Longhorns rally to it. Eggleston. That's out.
And really a lot of uncharacteristic errors by the Longhorns hitting-wise in this third set.
Logan Eggleston, 10 kills tonight.
Talpash off the court. Sinead Dotson in. Look for Olivia Curtis to be setting the ball for the Sooners.
And Sam Anthony in for the first time to serve. And a good serve right at Eggleston on the back row.
Good way to start for a freshman. First time starting for the Sooners with an ace.
Catch your breath and let it rip. Sam Anthony from Longmont, Colorado. First appearance at the collegiate level. Eggleston able to handle that one. Fields ranges high and blasts away.
Fields, again, doing her job over there, hitting high, hard, and deep. Talpash back in for the Sooners.
And the dangerous serve of Nolani Yosia for Texas.
Opportunity for the Longhorns to score some points in this rotation. Not the strongest rotation for the Sooners.
Yosia hits a missile, but it's dug out. And down. Another one for Sarah Maris.
Maris taking charge, asking for the ball, driving that ball. See this jump serve by Yosia. Ripping the ball. Great pass by Olivia Curtis. And then Maris going for it. driving that ball.
Talpash serves for the Sooners. 22-19 Oklahoma, trying to extend this match to a fourth set. Breon Butler gets blocked. Eggleston now. She's blocked, but out of bounds.
Eggleston high and deep. Tyler Alcorn, her first time in this set. Pressing her hands high. Needs to close in and clamp that ball and put it down. Good touch by her, though.
Morgan O'Brien serving for the Longhorns. Sanders is blocked, but out of bounds. And the Sooners are 2 points away from this third set.
Sooners taking it to another level that we haven't seen. Continuing to be aggressive.
It will be Asia Hardy to serve at 23-20 Oklahoma. Eggleston will have to play this over, and it's blocked. Sanders and Tyler Alcorn, the freshman.
Miscommunication right there by O'Brien and Gabriel. Longhorns a little rattled right now in this third set, towards the end of this third set. Great block by the Sooners.
3 set points for Oklahoma. Sooners get a piece of that one, but it's another kill from Molly Phillips.
Swing by Molly Phillips. Again, successful on the right side tonight.
Molly Phillips into double figures, the third Longhorn with at least 10 kills tonight. Keaton Kenley plays that one. Dioff. A little mistimed there.
Yeah, it was going for a roll shot and just leading the Longhorns in digs tonight.
The service run continues here for Sydney Peterson at 24 all. Sooners in system. Dioff dug out. Eggleston cross court. This is Sanders off the block. It's down, and another set point for the Sooners.
Great job by Sarah Sanders, going high off hands. Keep getting her the ball. Keaton Kenley in this rotation done a really good job being aggressive, successful serving.
Another set point for the Sooners, but Eggleston rifles home an answer.
Beautiful set by Gabriel. Again, pushing that tempo all the way out to the side. Eggleston up in system. See right here. Eggleston going for it. Now these serves right here, huge.
Eggleston at 25 all. Dioff off the Texas block and down. Another Sooner set point.
Eggleston took some heat off on that serve. Gave an opportunity for Dioff to get a beautiful set by Talpash. Powering it through the block.
Set point Sooners again.
Let's look at the block setup by the Sooners. Dioff's going to stay on the right side to block against Fields. Notices it. O'Neal sends it.
O'Neal wide with that one, but they say there was a Sooner touch.
Sooner touch. You see right here, Gabriel recognizing that Talpash is on the left side. Great shot by the camera crew right here.
It certainly looks like it went wide of Talpash's left hand. Sooners do not have a challenge remaining. It's 26 all, and O'Neal serves for Texas. The dump. Fields is there. The set comes to the All-American. It's off the top of the tape. Fields down, and a match Match point for the Longhorns.
Great defensive play. Fields has been burned a couple times by Talpash on that dump. She recognized it, came in to get that dig, got Eggleston on the back row, and then Fields coming up huge with that inside set, powering it through the block.
Match point. O'Neal serves. Sooners set D off. And it's off Eggleston, out of bounds.
D off, again, huge for the Sooners. When pressure's on, she's the go-to player. Again, freshman from France. International experience showing right here.
D off serves at 27 apiece. Fields for Eggleston, who just touches it across. Dioff. Here's Fields.
Sooners need to convert here.
Tapped over and in by Curtis. And another Oklahoma set point.
A smart play by Curtis. Taking a chance, being aggressive, risk. Look at this shot. He sees the shot right here, the roll shot down the line.
Fields bangs one across, and there's Keaton Kinley. Played over. Fields blocked, and the Sooners have taken set number 3.
Huge for the Sooners into blocking. Got a few blocks in that third set to make a huge difference. Put the pressure on the Longhorns.
First serve of set number 4 belongs to Nalani Yosia. Keaton Kinley digs out a rocket shot. Dioff with the first strike.
Go to her first opportunity in this set. Off the back row. Great pass by Keaton Kinley. Off Yosia's rocket serve.
And the Oklahoma serve goes to Asia Hardy. And it's errant. 5th Oklahoma service error of the night.
So we have Texas number 7, Asia O'Neal, back to serve. Morgan O'Brien.
OU has 5 service errors, but 5 aces.
Sanders goes cross court. There is Gabriel. Eggleston is blocked. Eggleston again. Slammed that one through the Sooner block. Kinley chases it down. There's Kinley again. Dioff tried to punch it across. Eggleston blocked. Longhorns keep it alive. Sanders. Sanders again. What a dig by the Longhorns, and finally the Sooners take it.
Huge defense for the Sooners. Keaton Kinley coming up with 3 digs in that rally. But then Sarah Sanders being able to monopolize. She got several opportunities to hit, change up down the line, and then to come up with that block. Huge for the Sooners.
The answer comes from Molly Phillips. She's got 11 kills.
Keaton Kinley serving short, taking Eggleston out of having the opportunity to make a huge approach. But Gabriel says, no problem, I'll go to Phillips.
So many options with this Texas attack. Peterson serves. Dioff. Texas able to send that one high into the air, and O'Neal finishes it.
O'Neal's, again, successful on that slide hit. Really hasn't been stopped tonight. Just like a layup in basketball, I wonder if she got a little bit of that from her dad.
Dioff. Wonderful dig by Yosia. Sanders for the Sooners off the Texas block. Was it touched? It was not, just wide.
Again, the Sooner defense keeping these long rallies. That's how they were successful in that third set.
4-2 Texas. And there's the 11th Longhorn service error.
And something in from Sooners, number 8, Olivia Curtis.
Olivia Curtis in for Oklahoma to serve. Sophomore from Oklahoma City. Two-time Oklahoma Gatorade High School Player of the Year. She was also a tennis player in high school. So many of these players are multi-sport athletes. Dioff. O'Brien back there again for the Longhorns, and Eggleston hits that one in.
A rare service receive, almost error by Morgan O'Brien. We haven't seen that at all much from her tonight. She's been fairly solid. But again, Eggleston doing what she does best on the outside. She's really ripping it and going for it.
5-3 Longhorns. Eggleston serves. Dioff just plays it over. Fields swings big. Dioff again. Tips it over. Fields got there, and it's punched across. And Dioff hits that one long. There was not a touch.
Good save by Gabriel, getting that ball over the net. Hustle play by Fields. Dig that ball. And this is where the Longhorns can take advantage. Seeing the last play on the Eggleston on the serve, really connecting. See if she can do it again.
And another Texas service error. Still 6-4 Longhorns.
Serving number 23, Gabe, to you.
Set comes for Fields. Diving to get a hand on it. Curtis. Played over by Maris. Here's Fields with a rocket. Dioff got a shoulder on it, and Kinley chased it down. This time Fields too strong.
Gabriel pushing that ball outside so she can hit down the line, taking advantage of the shorter setter for the Sooners. Connecting down the line.
Asia O'Neal serves. Kinley plays it up for Maris. Cross court and in.
Head coach Lindsey Gray Walton told us this week that they've been working a lot on their out-of-system play, and that's a prime example. This is an out-of-system play. Kinley setting the ball from the back row, and Maris being patient out there with her approach, driving that ball deep cross court.
Fields tips over the Sooner block and down. A feathery touch there from Skylar Fields.
And we saw this in that third set, the changeup. Olivia Curtis has to stay back for that direct hard ball down the line that she delivered last time. Now this time she catches her off guard, sends a tip. Hard to defend that ball.
13 kills for Skylar Fields. Tough serve to handle.
Much needed service ace for the Longhorns.
Just their second of the night. Jenna Gabriel serves again with Texas up 9-5. And that's long. An ace and then an error.
But those are the ones that, well, in my opinion, that's an okay miss because it's just long.
You don't want the short ones into the net.
And short ones in the net are the way long ones out of bounds. Because that's still, there's still a possibility that the Sooners could pass that ball.
Breon Butler back in, scores immediately.
Beautiful tip by Butler. Right over the block. Into no man's land.
Something in for Texas, number 12,
She made that look easy.
Breon Butler has 10 kills on 10 attacks tonight. Or 12 attacks, I beg your pardon.
No errors. Those are big numbers.
Sanders for the Sooners. Eggleston, a huge swing in.
Gabriel pushing the ball out to the antenna, allowing her outside hitters to have an opportunity to go cross court or down the line. Eggleston, you can see right here, just driving it down the line. Talpash running forward for a tip.
What a pancake by Talpash. Sanders got it over. But there's Butler. Talpash digs it. Eggleston again off the Sooner block and out. 12-6 Texas.
Great job by Yosia to step in and set that ball. It was in front of the 10-foot line. Gabriel wasn't there. And then Eggleston just delivering it hard, high off hands, driving that ball deep.
Yosia ready to serve it up. Waiting for some moisture to be wiped up on the Sooner side.
Both teams playing hard tonight, going for it.
Kinley digs. That one punched across by Yosia, but long. She did well just to get it.
Great pass by Keaton Kinley. Yosia just hammers that serve. That's a hard serve. Keaton Kinley making it look like it's easy.
Asia Hardy will serve for Oklahoma. You see Tyler Alcorn, the freshman middle blocker, is in for the Sooners. There's Eggleston blocked. That one swatted down off of Kinley. Here's Sanders across the court. That one overpassed, and Sanders a big swing, hit it long.
That's a tough one for the Sooners. Unforced error. Need to take advantage of that ball. Phillips right here. Great up by Keaton Kinley.
Sanders swings down the line off the Texas block.
Talpash delivering the ball to the right side of the court, pushing it to the antenna, allows Sarah Sanders to have an opportunity to hit down the line. Makes contact with Eggleston's left hand.
It's a great set. The Sooners send it back into the net, but the perfect location for Phillips to touch that across.
They have that connection, Gabriel with Phillips. Sooner block was a little out of time. Dioff was already on her way down.
Again, the Sooners wiping up some moisture, getting a chance to gather their thoughts, trailing 14-8. And a serve here for Sydney Peterson. Talpash, good set. Carrington got blocked by O'Neal. But there's Sanders.
Sarah Sanders coming up huge for the Sooners in these last two sets. Being aggressive. Talpash delivering the ball. Sanders finding the court.
Sarah Sanders had only 4 kills last night. First team All Big 12 a season ago. You knew she would not be as quiet on night number 2. She has 11 kills in this one.
Absolutely.
Speaking of kills, there's Eggleston with her 16th.
And you can see the setter right there by Yosia getting in there and delivering the ball to Eggleston.
Longhorns trying to win it in 4 sets. They have a 6-point lead.
Sooners in a 2-hitter rotation here. Setter on the front row.
Dioff off of Eggleston and down.
And a rare missed dig by Eggleston, really. She's been pretty solid last night and tonight on her defense in the back row.
So that's my bad, apologizing to her teammates. She's more than made up for it tonight.
I think so.
16 kills. She digs that one out. Keaton Kinley pushed it, but long, and it was not touched. Right idea, just not quite the execution.
Exactly. Keaton Kinley's got the eye for the court. A rare miss for her, sending that ball long. But look at the hustle by Morgan O'Brien, hustling after that ball. Eggleston right there with her, talking to her.
Keaton Kinley plays with painful compartment syndrome in both of her legs. She is a gamer to the nth degree.
Absolutely.
Fields, and there is Kinley right on cue. Sarah Maris out of bounds, but there was a touch by the Longhorns.
Great up by Keaton Kinley in that play. Another look at this. Look at that dig by Keaton Kinley. She makes it look easy.
Fields
Beautiful up.
Swings away, and the Sooners in the net. I think they said Talpash. And it's 18-11 Longhorns. Jenna Gabriel serving. Quite a night for Jenna Gabriel once again. She has 52 assists after 37 last night. Diop comes soaring in.
Soaring in from the back row, being aggressive. But you're right about Jenna Gabriel. Successful last night, tonight so far.
She
really does a good job of delivering the ball to her teammates, but also getting everyone involved.
Talpash serves. Sooners could use a service run here. Not happening though. Skylar Fields. That's 16 kills.
And then we got to give the credit right there to Gabriel. She delivers that ball so fast to the outside. Get another look at it. Look at the delivery, the release out of her hands, and then Fields up and ready in tempo.
That is how you draw it up.
Absolutely.
Yosia serves it. Again, Diop. Was it touched? No touch. Point Texas.
Continuing to use Diop in the back row. Yosia took a little off her serve on that one to get that ball in.
We have a timeout. Longhorns up 20-12. It's as though the Sooners winning that third set made the Longhorns angry. They have responded. Fields and Eggleston tonight, 32 kills between them. 5 Longhorns have at least 10 kills in this match.
And here's another look at that hit. Sooners were wanting it a touch off the block. Get another look at it. Looking for maybe a finger going back. It's really hard to see from this view, I think. The call was that there was no touch.
This is not being reviewed. It's just a
Correct.
timeout called by Oklahoma, but the call was on the money. These officials get it right 99% of the time. Think of all the touches, all the tips, all the out of bounds, as fast as this sport moves.
Really is impressive. Longhorns 13 kills in the set alone. 1 error, hitting .414.
My goodness.
They are firing on all cylinders. It was almost like a little wake-up call.
Texas led the country in hitting percentage last year, .325. Jenna Gabriel was the setter for that. She was second team all Big 12. And she has had quite a 2 nights here in Norman to start the season as Jenna Gabriel. You see Texas 64 kills.
And we talk a lot about the outsides for the Longhorns, but Asia O'Neal, middle, 10 kills, 1 error. Breon Butler, 10 kills, 0 errors, both hitting such a high percentage.
20 kills between the middles tonight. But not this time. A rare error in the middle for Breon Butler.
but in the net for the Sooners. So Butler got lucky. That's not going to go down as her. That's going to go down as a kill for her.
So 21-12. They're slow posting that scoring. Texas now 4 points away from winning it.
See if Josias can put a little bit of heat on here.
That was a rocket. Dioff plays it over. This one comes to Eggleston. Sooners are there, but they are in the net.
And this is the third net call in this set for the Sooners. Struggling a little bit at the net.
Looked like they came down in the net there.
Yes.
Skylar Fields has 16 kills and only 3 attacking errors. She was the Big 12 Freshman of the Year a season ago.
Just had a phenomenal night tonight, not to mention last night as well. Being aggressive, and not only aggressive, just smart. Saw a lot of change-up plays by her tonight, driving that ball deep, but then she's also coming up with some tips. There you go, you see one right there. Just changing it up, keeping the Sooner defense guessing.
Jared Elliott says she's fun to work with.
And it's nice to see. Last year we saw her on the right side a lot for the Longhorns, so it's nice to see her in a different position and really going off on the outside position.
Touches close to 11 feet.
Last year the Longhorns had Micaiah White and Eggleston on the outside.
They've had some great ones. Haley Eckerman over the years. That is how you win 12 Big 12 championships. Talent that is well coached by Jared Elliott and his staff. And they are 3 points away from sweeping the Sooners in Norman on back-to-back nights. Nalani Yosia. Dioff just has to play that one over. Eggleston.
Yosia out of a timeout, struggled last night. She had several errors on the serve, out of timeout. I like to see the adjustment, taking some off a little bit, get that ball in play. Again, rely on your team's defense. Let's see if she puts a little heat on it, a little bit more than the last serve.
That one is long from Yosia. She did put a little more heat, but a little too much heat.
But again, that's an okay, in my book, that's an okay miss. Driving that ball deep. Almost, it's coming so fast. The Sooners had to guess if that ball's in or out. Worked in the Sooners' favor.
Asia Hardy serves. Off the Sooner block. Sanders gets it across, though. Rising high and giving the Longhorns match point is Breon Butler.
Again, no errors for Butler tonight. Hitting a perfect night. 12 kills, 0 errors.
Match point, Texas. Sanders just works it across. And O'Neal finishes it. Her 11th kill. And Texas wins the 4th set, 25-13. They win on back-to-back nights in Norman. 4 Longhorns have double-digit kills on the night.